I met my BF's family last night and it was the worst experience of my life. Basically, they come from money and I don't. His mother went out of her way to make that apparent. She wouldn't talk directly towards me, just at me. She announced angrily to the room she had already asked me to speak up a third time and she wasn't going to do it again. This was after she basically called me stupid for not having a degree and not attending college. After high school until now, I went to trade school and make more money than I will with my degree I'm getting right now. My BF didn't say anything. His brother came to my defense and said I think it's commendable she's going back to school now since a lot of people don't. He then asked his mother, "Don't you think that's commendable?" And she said nothing. I was trying so hard not to cry the whole night. Finally, when we were getting ready to leave and I was putting my shoes on, the back of my shoe touched her rug and she literally gasped. And then glared at my BF and then me. I apologized and awkwardly put my shoes on in front of everyone who were all appalled with my behavior, I guess. I came back to my hotel and have been crying ever since. Your boyfriend needs to defend you in this situation. This is so sad. His mother needs to chill. So his mother's a bitch and he's too cowardly to stand up to her. I'm glad someone in that family has enough courage to treat you like a guest. Too bad it wasn't your boyfriend. Don't feel bad about who you are. You might not be rich, but all the money in the world couldn't sell her a decent personality. You got yours for free. You're dating the wrong brother. Your boyfriend is supposed to stand up for you in these situations. The fact that he didn't is an enormous red flag and you're going to be dealing with his abusive mother for the rest of the relationship. In other words, you should break up. Everyone else has said what you need to hear, but I'm intrigued. Did your boyfriend talk you at all about what happened? So 2 things you need to deal with a family like this. 1. A boyfriend who recognizes his family's bullshit, has generally great boundaries, and is willing to stand up for you. 2. Confidence that you are good enough and that their perception of you says more about them than it does about you. Good character doesn't come with having money. If you don't have these things now, it's not a deal breaker. If your boyfriend is willing to work on his boundary setting and standing up for you, that's a good sign. Even if he failed before, you can develop a thicker skin and more confidence going forward. But also, if a shitty family is a deal breaker for you, that's totally valid. Who the hell does this woman think she is? WTF? You sound like a nice person who is finding their way through life. Don't let this person hurt you. You are so much better than her. I read this shaking my head. Be strong and sorry, she's such a ridiculous Honestly, I might have put my shoes on and walked all over her carpet. Be strong and screw her. She is trying to hurt you. Don't let her. I have faith in you. Your boyfriend needs to grow up. And do it fast. This is the moment when you find out who is the most important woman in his life. You or his mother. When I was young, I lost a fiancé because I would not stand up for her to my mother. However, I've had a wife for the last 27 years because I learned how to make my wife the most important woman in my life. If he can't or won't do that, your relationship is doomed. Your BF's mother was obviously, clearly, rude, and expected to be able to get away with it. You could try talking to your BF to see if we'll stand up for you. But I wouldn't hold my breath. You would be better off ending the relationship. Did you ask her what her advanced degrees were in? How would his family know anything about your financial background? Leave him for his brother. Get a new BF. Wow. What truly horrible people. Time for a serious talk with BF about why he thinks this bullying is acceptable. Your boyfriend should have defended you. His family clearly think that their status of wealth means they have to stay loyal to an attitude of condescension to anyone who isn't also visibly wealthy. It's so pathetic and antiquated. How embarrassing for them. Try not think about them too much. They're just clinging on to something that is make-believe, and I promise they're empty inside. Fuck them and fuck your boyfriend. Tell him it was fucked up that he didn't defend you. This family sucks. Nothing about that experience is okay. I'm sorry you went through it. I apologized and awkwardly put my shoes on in front of everyone, who were all appalled with my behavior. I guess I could be wrong, but I doubt everyone was appalled with your behavior. As a middle-class American, one don't understand the significance of your mistake, but I'm assuming that it was a major gaffe of some sort. I'm sorry that she acted like that and was so condescending toward you. There is no excuse for that behavior. You have to decide if you can deal with it going down road, because her changing, while possible, is not likely. How your BF behaves will factor large. Don't stay. This sounds exactly like my ex Mill. She was so outwardly rude towards me, and my ex was such a puss lol. It will never get better. And she will rule her family. Trust me, you will be treated better elsewhere. How somebody's family treats you, and how it's handled by them, matters. Also, good for you for going back to school when you were ready. That takes a lot of effort. You can do it. Not just the boyfriend. If you're meeting the family, then this means you're serious. Sure, the other brother sounds better. But honestly, do yourself a favor and just really think whether all this will be worth it. Because trust me, they'll be in your life more than ever in the future. And your boyfriend already showed how much he's gonna stand up for you. You might save yourself a lot of trouble by ending it. But of course, only you know whether he's worth it or not.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.